Minnesota's community of entrepreneurs owes its strength and reputation in great part to the work of Dan Carr, CEO and founder of The Collaborative.
We started as New Venture Review, which was what we saw was a gap in the marketplace. Innovation economy, earlier stage things aren't covered like the stock market is, and big companies are covered by the newspapers. And keep in mind, this is 1987 when, if your son or daughter left college and got a job, that was the goal. If they became an entrepreneur, it was like you were kind of apologizing at dinner parties. But we thought we could add a little efficiency to the Minnesota entrepreneurial climate if we started publishing things about those companies.
From Minneapolis to the Big Apple, his appetite for business grew.
I worked at Ernst & Young in the early days, and you really get some exposure to different kinds of companies. I moved to New York City, and then I worked in corporate accounting out there for the parent company of NBC Broadcasting and for a big mining company down on Wall Street. But I really went to New York to be with my brother Tim, who was in the music business. When I came back here, I really thought I learned a lot about the CPA field, both in the public side and as a corporate level accountant. So I kind of wanted to get into something where I could maybe be more involved in decision making.
A late 80s program set the stage for the organization's fast-paced, high-impact event formula, where entrepreneurs, investors, and peers mingle and learn.
We sort of look at this growth series as the Collaborative's 500-level courses and premier events like the Venture Finance Conference that we were doing in October again for the 27th time is really looking at the best and brightest of Minnesota's early stage. Our goal is to convene the innovation economy of Minnesota. I like the idea that this part of the economy creates, by some estimates, 90% of the job growth that you see in the United States is from small businesses. These entrepreneurial job creators create a magnitude of those.
Creators need talent. Meeting that demand requires focus and a system that supports all the extras.
I honestly think education is the most critical factor that Minnesota needs to make sure it takes care of. If they can't be successful in building that new technology company, that clean technology company, that medical device technology company, because they can't find the people that that could help them reach for that success, they're going to build it where they can. What you need is an ecosystem that keeps recreating. It has to have amenities, has to have arts, has to have strong educational achievement.
A signature event, the Minnesota Venture and Finance Conference, provides companies with important exposure to funders through a coveted 8-minute presentation slot.
Over half of all the capital raised in the state of Minnesota, period, over a 16 or 17-year period, is those companies that once took that stage.
Chris Heim, HighJump's founder and current CEO of Axiom, understands firsthand the impact of Dan's work.
The contribution has been fantastic, and I think you can look and see the fingerprints of the collaborative across a myriad of companies. It really paved the way and gave me confidence and a lot of background to solve a lot of the problems that I thought were insurmountable, but listening to guys who had really been there, done that before, helped make those problems not quite so big.
For young entrepreneurs, Dan's advice is matter of fact.
If you ask for one piece of advice, I would say stay where your passion is, and then be focused. Be pragmatic. Life is tough as an entrepreneur. It's not for the faint of heart, especially the people who need to raise capital to do that and convince other people to leave really good jobs to come and work for them.
Humbled by the respect, he also gives credit to his team.
We're known for our professionalism. That's due in a large tribute to my team. The Collaborative is a get it done, mean business, get back to work kind of an organization, and that's gained respect from a lot of entrepreneurs and investors in town, and that's humbling as well.
Please join us in congratulating Dan Carr, the 2013 recipient of the University of St. Thomas Opus College of Business Entrepreneurship Alumnus of the Year Award.